Hello, Ebenezer family. Pastor Santosh here, right in the middle of Holy Week. I'm recording this on Wednesday, so we've already celebrated Palm Sunday as Jesus has entered Jerusalem, and we are working our way towards the events of Good Friday and Easter, which we are going to celebrate together. And I've been reflecting on some of the events in our world over the past few days. This past Friday, 139 people were killed in the Crocus City Hall complex in Moscow by terrorists. And then just yesterday morning in Baltimore, the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapsed. And that was a major artery in the city of Baltimore. It's going to cause a lot of problems for the port, a movement of goods from the port. And of course, we now know that 6 people have perished. And as I was reflecting on that, I was drawn to this quote by one of my favorite writers, John Stott, who's reflecting on the cross. And I think this is really relevant for the context that we find ourselves in, terrorism attacks and bridges falling down. Listen to what Stott says. "I could never believe in God if it were not for the cross. The only God I believe in is the one Nietzsche ridiculed as God on the cross. In the real world of pain, how could one worship a God who is immune to it? I've entered many Buddhist temples. I've stood respectfully before the statue of Buddha, his legs crossed, arms folded, eyes closed, the ghost of a smile playing around his mouth, a remote look on his face, detached from the agonies of the world. But each time, after a while, I've had to turn away. And in imagination, I've turned instead to that lonely, twisted, tortured figure on the cross, nails through hands and feet, back lacerated, limbs wrenched, brow bleeding from thorn pricks, mouth dry and intolerably thirsty, plunged in God-forsaken darkness. That is the God for me. He laid aside his immunity to pain. He entered our world of flesh and blood, tears and death. He suffered for us." And in a strange way, that's what we celebrate this time of year, a God who is not immune to our pain, but a God who entered into our pain. And so in a world of terrorist attacks, of bridge collapses, and whatever you're going through in your own life, my prayer and hope for you that during this season you'll fully enter in to the truth and the realities of Good Friday, Jesus dying on the cross, and then of course that great celebration we're all going to enjoy on Sunday, his conquering of death by rising again. So hope to see you both at Good Friday services and on Easter Sunday. God bless.